Hi everyone, I'm Luisa and welcome to my channel. Since this is my first video, I thought it would be appropriate to do 20 facts about me. That way you get to know me a bit better. So let's get started. Number 1, I am 20 years old. My birthday is really soon actually, which is really exciting. My birthday is October 15 and so I will be turning 21 shortly, but as of right now, I'm 20 years old. Number 2, I am half English, half Mexican. My mom is English and my dad is Mexican. And so I was born in England, but I lived my whole life in Mexico. I lived there for 15. Number 3, I speak 3 languages. I speak English and Spanish fluently, but I also speak Dutch. Number 4, I've lived in 3 countries. So I was born in England, but I've never actually lived there. So I grew up in Mexico. I lived there for 15 years. Then we moved to Holland, where I lived for 4 years, and I'm currently living in Spain. Number 5, I love talking to people. I can honestly talk for hours and hours. Like at school, I was a pretty good child, I guess. Like I would never get into trouble, but if I were to get in trouble, it would definitely be for talking too much in class. It's just, I don't know, I can honestly go on and on. I just love talking. Number 6, I love Mexican food. There's just something so good about it. It just hits the spot, you know? Like, I love pizza, I love sushi, I like all kinds of food, but Mexican food is just always the best. Number 7, my favorite animal is a wombat. If you don't know what a wombat is, it's just basically the cutest little, well it's not that little, but it's the cutest animal ever. It lives in Australia. I don't know if you can find them anywhere else. I just know they're from Australia. They're basically like 1 meter in length. So that's not so little, but they're just like a mixture between, I would say, a guinea pig and a hamster, but big, like that big. At least that's what I think, but like I would love to go to Australia and just hug one. Like there's so many pictures of people like carrying one and it's just like a huge massive baby. Favorite animal, 100% a wombat. Number 8, I am the youngest of 3 children. I have an older sister who currently lives in the UK and I have an older brother who lives in Mexico. Number 9, I am obsessed with stationery. I would much rather spend all of my money on stationery rather than on clothes. Like don't get me wrong, I love buying clothes and shoes, but there's something so satisfying about opening up a new planner and writing the first words on it. I love stationery. Number 10, I love all kinds of music. On my phone, I literally have pop, reggaeton, music in Spanish, English, classical music, you name it, it's on there. Number 11, speaking about music, I love to find songs in other languages. On my phone, like I just said, I have songs in Greek, Portuguese, English, Spanish, French, Arabic. I just love finding songs in other languages. They sound so cool. I will learn the lyrics. I will learn actually all of the lyrics and sing them every single day until I know them by heart. And I will also translate it because I don't want to be singing something. Number 12, I've pierced my ears 6 times. One of them I was way too impatient to let it heal, so I actually took the earring out and it closed. So I currently have 5. Number 13, I have 1 small tattoo. It's right here on my wrist. I got it done a couple of years ago and I'm obsessed with it. It's an outline of a heart. It's so tiny and dainty and I just love it so much. I really want to get 2 more, but I'm still deciding on where to get them done. Number 14, in my room I have this huge box which has now become 2 boxes since one of them got way too full. But in them I keep cards, letters, drawings, wrappers from food. Anything that I think is special, like it happened on a special day or something and I want to remember it, I keep it in that box. Number 15. I have fractured my elbow and both of my ankles. I used to play a lot of sports when I was little, but I mean, I'm also really, really clumsy. So yeah. Number 16. I have never had surgery. I mean, knock on wood, but no, I've never had surgery and I don't really want to have surgery ever. Number 17. I know I mentioned this when I was talking about my fractures, but I am really clumsy. Like, when I was little, I fell face down on concrete and I had this big cut where my eyebrow is. And I mean, I was really lucky because it's really close to the eye, but it was just in the eyebrow. And then sometime later, I was playing by a fountain and go figure, I fell again on the exact same spot. So I got the same cut again. The scar has healed really, really well, but if you look up close, you can still see it. Another really silly thing I did was I was playing in my backyard with my best friend and my sister. And we had this huge hammock and I wanted to run and jump over it. But as we just established, I am really clumsy. So my foot got stuck in the hammock and once more I fell face down on the floor. And this time I actually lost a tooth. It came out with a root and all. All I remember was there was so much blood and I remember my best friend, she got so scared and we had to take her home before taking me to the doctor. So yeah. Number 18. So like I said, I've lived in 3 countries and although it's been really tough because you have to say goodbye to friends, family, and I mean in my case you have to learn a new language, I now feel like I have friends all over the world and that's just such a nice feeling. I love knowing that I have friends in so many different countries. Number 19. So when I was really little, I loved working with wood. I really thought it was like the dream job. I would tell everyone that that was going to be my job, and I even told my sister that I would build all the furniture in her house. That of course has changed. Number 20. I love adding lime, salt, chili powder or hot sauce to any meal. I just think it brings out all the flavors and it makes everything that much better. Number 21. I would much rather have a cold drink over a hot one. Even if it's winter and I'm freezing cold. Okay, if I'm freezing cold, I might have a warm drink, but I much prefer cold drinks. Number 22. My favorite season is autumn. Everything is that much better in autumn. Like you get to wear boots, I love boots. You get to wear knit jumpers. The leaves turn orange. I mean, I was also born in autumn, but it's definitely the best season. Number 23. Up until I was 13, I'm almost sure it's 13, we always had cats at home. Like it's literally the only pet I've had. I think the maximum we've had was, once we had 7 cats, but it was because one of them gave birth. So yeah. Number 24. I used to be obsessed with stickers. I still love stickers and I still have plenty. But I used to have this huge box and I remember it perfectly. It had this Barbie sticker in the front and it was full of stickers. And I would carry it everywhere, like I would take it to school even. And I remember once my English teacher and I exchanged some stickers and it was just like the best day ever. Number 25. I love music. It's literally the first thing I do when I wake up and it's the last thing I do before I go to bed. I play music all the time. If I'm cooking, if I'm cleaning, if I'm drawing, I always play music. Number 26. I love making lists. It's the best way to remember stuff because, I mean, let's be honest, if I don't write things down, I am gonna forget about them. Number 27. Now, this is a really weird one, but I hate white toothpaste. My teeth never feel like they're actually getting clean with it. I just always have to have the clear kind. I hate white toothpaste. Number 28. My mom, my sister and I, we're all kind of the same height and we have the same shoe size. So that comes in really handy if you ever want to borrow something. Number 29. I much prefer salty things like a snack over a sweet one. Because, I mean, if you've ever had a Mexican sweet, it's most probably packed with salt, lime, and chili. So those are the kind of sweets I'm used to. Like, I would never say no to cake or chocolate, but if it's Mexican sweets, they win. Number 30. When I was little, I got chicken pox, and I got them really bad. Like, I even got them on my tongue. I haven't heard of anyone else getting them on their tongue, but Number 31. I suck at applying makeup. The only thing I know how to apply, and I don't even do it perfectly, is lipstick. So if I ever go out, you're gonna see me with lipstick, but nothing else. Number 32. My favorite holiday is hands down Christmas. Like, everyone just seems to be in a better mood. Like, the streets are full of lights. And now you can't tell this because it's behind you, but there's a window, and I've got stickers on the window that say Merry Christmas, and they've been there since last Christmas. Because why would I want to bring 33? My favorite classical music composer is Tchaikovsky. And I would have to say that my favorite piece by him is the 24. My favorite instruments are the piano and the violin. Number 35. When I was younger, my dad was driving and he found a snake literally in the middle of the street. And it wasn't even like a skinny snake, it was this big snake. And because it was clear that it had been run over a couple of times, my dad took it and put it in the car in this box he had. And he took it home and put it in the bathtub. We tried to make it come back to health again. So we bought a mouse at this pet store, but the snake didn't eat it. So then my sister and I felt bad for the mouse and fed the mouse instead. He then took the snake to this veterinary place, I think, and I actually don't know what happened. Number 36. As far as I know, I'm not allergic to anything. Number 37. I am much more of a night owl. Like, if I'm in the routine of getting up early because I have to go to school or to work or something like that, I can actually do it. But I'd much rather sleep in. Number 38. I really want to learn French and Italian. I think they sound so beautiful. Like, you could be insulting me for all I know, but it sounds so nice. Number 39. I love hoodies. I tried to get one everywhere I go so I have something nice to remember the trip by, but I mean, let's just be honest. Hoodies are the comfiest thing ever. Number 40. I love making videos with my friends. I think it's such a nice thing, like such a nice memory to look back on when we're older. Even now, I just scroll and watch them all day long. Number 41. So even though I don't have children yet, of course, I have this huge baby name list, and I've actually run every single name by my mum, because if she doesn't like it, I mean, I'm most probably not gonna use it. Number 42. My favorite fizzy drink is Coca-Cola. I literally don't drink any other fizzy drink but Coke, unless it's Pepsi and they don't have Coke. Number 43. I'm never late to stuff. I actually get really nervous that I am gonna be late, so I get there way in advance and then just have to sit around and wait for everyone else to get there. Number 44. I hate living statues. There's just something so terrifying about them. I don't get why people like them at all. Number 45. I'm quite claustrophobic. So if I'm in a tight space or a really crowded space, I start to get really anxious and I feel like I need to get out of there immediately. Number 46. Once my dad, my sister and I went on holiday to the beach, and my sister and I were swimming and we were holding on to this rope so we could get deeper into the sea but without feeling like we're gonna drown. But then all of a sudden this huge wave came and we all got stuck in it, and so we were just rolling and rolling and rolling, and it was horrible because just out of nowhere a ton of rocks appeared, and so like rocks were hitting us in the face. We swallowed a lot of rocks. It was just horrible, a horrible experience. So I didn't go in the sea for the rest of the holiday. Number 47. I love learning new words. Like, if I'm reading a book or watching a show and I hear a word I don't know, I write it down next to the meaning of it, and then I try to use them in my normal day-to-day. Number 48. I hate driving in the rain. Well, I don't drive yet, but if I'm in the car with someone and it starts to rain, I get really, really scared because I always think we're just gonna crash. So I hate driving in the rain. 49. I have a really big head, Like, it's a really weird fact, but it is 100% true. Like, whenever I try on a cute hat, it just never fits. I love going to the supermarket. It doesn't matter if I need to buy 1 or 50 things. I will go through each and every aisle at the supermarket and most probably come out with 2 full bags when I just needed 1 thing. So those were 50 facts about me. I hope you enjoyed and that you learned a lot about me, and I'll see you the next time.
Eso no bastará, y aunque adviertan al soldado si está enamorado.